get my tomatoes and peppers started now. It is March 25th, I think, and that is so late. So I just gotta hurry and get them started. I want to do a lot of jalapenos, so I think I have Craig's Grande jalapeno, and then I also have an early jalapeno, and I think I'm gonna do one of each. There's 24 cells. Yeah, 24 cells in each one. So I'm gonna do one of the Craig's Grande jalapeno. This is an old packet, so I don't even know if it's gonna actually do anything. So hopefully it does, because yeah, it's packed for the 2023 year. So there is a solid chance that that is not gonna do anything. And if these don't germinate in, I think it says 7 to 10 days, I will quickly throw something else in these, so that way, hopefully, I can get enough jalapenos. We will go through, if I could make enough, my husband would absolutely eat like 3 jars of the cowboy candy a week. That is a lot to grow. I don't know if that's even possible, because that would be $150 jars, a little over 150 jars. That would take up a lot of shelf space, so I'm gonna make as much as I can, and we'll go from there. And then our early jalapeno. So I don't know what the time difference is. So that one doesn't tell me how quick. So this one, they're both 75 days to maturity. I know that this is a little bit different, so I'm not sure. So I don't know if this is actually any earlier. I guess we'll find out. And then this one was packaged for 2022. So again, I do have newer ones, but I'd rather use these. This will give me 48 jalapeno plants. I have the 3 green stalks, and then I also have 16 raised beds. I'm not sure if I'm gonna fill up my raised beds this year. If these don't all fit in a green stalk, then I will, because these are, I'm not sure if these are an indeterminate variety or not. It does say container friendly, so, and then, no, let's do these. Not sure. I'm gonna assume that these ones might need to be in the ground if the fruit is as big as it's supposed to be. And then I'm gonna split up. I'm doing a bell pepper, a chocolate beauty bell pepper, and then an ancho grande. I think I'm only going to do 4 of each of these. And then I also wanna do tomatillo verde, the pineapple tomatillo, and then the ground cherry. I don't know what the big difference is between a ground cherry and then the pineapple tomatillo, but we will find out this year. Well, I just put 2 tomatillo, the pineapple tomatillos, in the ground cherry one. So I might not be able to tell what the difference is this year, since I just put them in the exact same container. We will see if there's any differences at all.
I ended up having every single jalapeno pepper and tomato I started on this day germinate. The only things that did not germinate were the cayennes and the Tabasco peppers that I end up planting later in this video. With how old these seeds were, I did not expect this germination rate. Like, it was absolutely incredible. Next year, I will more than likely start a lot less of both of them because of how many germinated. I did not expect that. And because I am the type of person who cannot just like take a plant out of a hole and let it die, I ended up potting every single one of them. So I have over 100 plants between what I started today, which is all peppers and tomatoes, and I did do a couple tomatillos later.
I think I'll do 50-50 split of the San Marzano and then the Amish paste. San Marzano or an Amish paste before. I've only really done the Romas, so that's why I am trying all three. And then next year, I will probably just plant one variety, whatever one seems to be work the best. Because this is a lot of tomatoes. I don't know. I really am kind of overcommitting to these plants. I think my thought process is at least half of them will die because I am not that great at keeping these plants alive. I'm actually impressed. I'll show you at the end. My onions are actually doing decent. I'm gonna have to buy some onion starts from the Amish greenhouse that we have. They don't open until the end of April though, so they'll be getting in kind of late, but I think it'll be fine. But it is the most success I've ever had on starting anything, so it does make me happy and excited to see if these do well, especially with, I would have liked to have had my peppers probably started about 3 weeks ago, and then tomatoes probably 2 weeks ago. But life happens, and this is the first chance I've really got to do that. So, and it is 10:50 at night, so, you know, you do it when you can. And then this last tray, so I've got 5 rows of 4. I'm gonna do Tabasco, cayenne, let's see what else I got. Oh, got a Cherrylicious. I think I'm only gonna start like, I'll do 4. My mother-in-law loves cherry tomatoes, so these are like a variety of different colors. I don't know if, I think that these are multiple different seeds within this pack, because you can even see like the sizes on them are even different. And it says, there's a mix of red, orange, yellow, green, and purple cherry tomatoes. Here's your chance to grow all the colors from one packet of seeds. I don't know. So I'll do 4 of these. I have a striped Roma. I don't know if they're anything special. We'll do 4 cayenne peppers, 4 Tabasco. Let me start these and then I'll decide what I'm gonna do with the last 4. Well, I got ahead of myself, so we're doing 6 plants of these. And then we'll do 6 Tabascos, because Tabascos I don't seem to have a lot of luck with. I don't know if it's our climate. I'm in zone 5. I think I'm 5B. If you look at the map, it actually, 5A and 5B splits right on our property. So I'm really not 100% sure. It's pretty much the same. So I don't know if these just need a much warmer climate, because I know peppers do better when it's hot. The few Tabasco peppers I have ever gotten have been really, really small when I'm not great about like fertilizing. I've never put any compost down. I don't really fertilize. This year I've got like the fish fertilizer. I'm gonna try that out. But realistically, compost and stuff like that is expensive, and I just don't have that money. Like, part of why I grow my own food is to help with the cost of groceries. And right now, we just don't have the money to put 5 bags of compost in each of my beds. So we will do with what we have and go from there. I would love to be able to afford to put compost on all of the beds, and I might be able to make it work on some of the beds. I know some of them definitely really need it.
We are actually hoping to get some compost from a local farmer. We're going to see if we can buy it or trade for something else. But I just bought 3 bags of compost, which was $6 a bag, times need 5 bags per bed and 16 beds. That is way too much money to spend in 1 year. But I do know that like half of my beds really could use some compost. So it'd be nice to be able to get something on them. But if we can't do it then this year, then the plants will still grow. We will still get something. They just might not be as good as they could have been.
Rain wrap on each of these as like a humidity dome. Once one pops, I will remove it and then hopefully I can save it for the next ones. I'm going to be starting my zinnia seeds. I have a lot of zinnias. I am really excited about getting those this year. So I want to start those indoors, and I will hopefully have enough space on my shelf. It's not a huge setup and I don't have that many lights. I need to buy more chain because I have, I think, 2 more lights. And they're a little bit cheaper lights. I have the nicer lights that I just got last year, I think, and I just started using them this year. All right, am I gonna do some of the grill lights? Okay, so I got them all on heat mats and under the grow lights. As soon as they start to germinate, I will also get the heat mats off. Once they're growing, they don't need that anymore. And then my onions, if you were with me when I planted these or started them, these bunching onions, I dropped them and I was like, these are not going to turn out. And these have the most prolific, like the seed, every seed I think came. I had 2 that did not, and then this one is kind of sad, whole 5, and I did not go through and like take any out. Like these all, I felt like they were pretty far apart. So I'll definitely need more onions, but I'm pretty proud of these because this is the first time that I've actually gotten any to do anything. So thank you for hanging out with me today. I will be getting potatoes in the ground very soon, and I will also be starting my zinnias and a couple other of my colder weather crops. So stay tuned. Thank you.